I realized very quickly you try to appeal to everybody, you appeal to nobody, or you appeal to everybody and you just appeal to the wrong people.
Yeah, that also helps for your marketing because it can be hard to just market generally. Yeah, when I say market, I'm like paid advertising and things like that because it means you have no real targetability because it becomes very hard to actually choose the audience you want to target. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We've got Kim. We've got Johnny.
John, yes, shit. So.
Kim, Jolly, Uli. We are here rocking again. Last week you saw us, we had Mastermind. We had some really cool learnings and sessions there, hung out with some cool people.
So much clarity.
Apparently people like that. But yeah, guys, we're back at it. So, Mr. Johnny, what's been going on this last week?
Well, yeah, there's lots of stuff I could implement from the Mastermind, maybe sort of rethink how I've been running the business and the way I sort of wanted it to go initially. Obviously, you don't know what you don't know, and I wanted to get, JP Fit up to like 100 clients, and I was like, yeah, that'll be fine. And then like through talking to some other people and stuff, I was like, that's actually going to be like way too much. That's going to be like too much for me to handle. And so I've decided like I'm not 100% sure when I'm going to pull the trigger on it, but I'm going to essentially switch my packages from the 3 that I've got now just to 2 and have like a lower end one, which is still going to be a little bit more expensive than my lower end one now. And then a top tier one, which is going to be $25 more expensive than the main one I have now, top one. So yeah, definitely will rejig some things. I've had some people head away. I think I spoke about that last week. I had a lady that sort of just wasn't really using the app anyways, and I put her on as a favor, like sort of thing, because she'd worked with me in the past. But yeah, she didn't suit her and her lifestyle. But since then, I think I've had like three or four more people come on board, so it's been quite good.
Nice.
And yeah, just like learning little bits and pieces, little tips and tricks I can do through the app to schedule things the way that I want them and track the right sort of data so I can be aware of what I need to be doing and not let anyone slip through the cracks sort of thing. So yeah, it's been a lot of things to implement.
A lot of that learning.
Yes, learning.
Nice. And anything kind of pop up that you're like unsure of over the last week or so, or anything you want, any feedback, advice, guidance, insights?
Well, there's been, I think the biggest thing has been like learning, for me to get to the goal of where I've wanted to get financially, the best way to structure things and not to bite off more than I could chew, because the whole point of me working in this industry for me in this capacity is to have time freedom to focus on music and other things as well, and not be bogged down going to a day job that I don't like or whatever it is, or sacrificing so much time. So I think the biggest thing has been, I guess, getting clear on the niche part's probably been the hardest part still. Trying to firstly working out the balance of time to client to price, and then working out the niche. And from being at the Mastermind, I had a chat with Steph Gordon and Tim and those sort of crew, and I was mentioning how I'm ESO, and they were like, well, yeah, like that sounds like that could be quite niche-y, and it is. I sort of said it out loud. It was like, music PT, like PT for musicians, which is what I'm essentially doing for some at the moment anyways. But I think, the importance of knowing your niche, knowing your clients, knowing who you're trying to appeal to is so important, because, I realized very quickly you try to appeal to everybody, you appeal to nobody, or you appeal to everybody and you just appeal to the wrong people.
Yeah. That also helps for your marketing, because it can be hard to just market generally. Yeah, when I say market, I'm like paid advertising and things like that, because it means you have no real targetability, because it becomes very hard to actually choose the audience you want to target. And it's like, what sort of copy do you write? How do you articulate what it is that you do? And especially in the world of fitness, where it's like there's a lot of different fitness offerings out there. It's like, oh, what's the difference between that and, you know, Center by Chris Hemsworth or any of the, like all this other sort of stuff? It's very hard because they're mass market general appeal versus like having something where it's like, okay, cool, it's very specific for that type of person and that type of outcome.
Yeah.
And that's really where you get to hone in on, like having very, very good front end marketing when you've got that in your back pocket.
It is an interesting one. I think at the start, you're like, for me, I know I wanted just to like fill the app up and get people in, and then you don't really, you know, you're going to be turning down business essentially. Like if you don't accept everyone at the start, you're just like, I just want to get it to this point. But then you also have to then go, all right, well, when it gets to this point or from today onwards, now I need to start, like it's the niche, you know? And as Greg was saying, the finance guy, he was like, you'll have people drop off, like for you to work towards the goal that you've got in the long run. It's like, yes, short term, you might sacrifice some people like that aren't interested in what you have, but that's also going to transfer over to more, like in the long run, it's going to be more people coming on that are actually like better suited. They'll stay with you longer, you know, and if the rates are up and stuff, it's like, yeah, you lose some of those people that are paying less, but you'll get the guys that are paying more and more of them consistency over a long period of time. So yeah, lots of little squeaky little wheels that we figure out, but yeah, it's all chugging in a good direction. So
Cool. Yeah. And for the drum roll, boom, boom, boom. Number of clients?
I say 33.
33. Beautiful number.
Climbing.
3-3.
If you put them together and flip them and invert them, it's an 8, which is forever. It's infinity. Can give a 3 this way, a 3 that way. 8.
Well, you only invert 1 then, not 2. So you invert them both. It's still...
Well, invert 1. Yeah, invert 1. It's early.
One inversion.
And my coffee.
I know. Mason said, Honor should deliver us a coffee while we drive to you to get coffee.
We shut under the window, they throw it through the window, we just go,
Boom. See you later. All right, guys, that's Kim and John this week. Another week down.
Kim, John,
See you soon.
bye.